Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Commodores will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores offense will have the ball first. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Coleman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as his offense continues to roll. Brown looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Georgia's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble and throws. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Quarterback gets past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
To throw, it's McMillan. Uncorks one. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Commodores trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Second down coming up. Looking for space. It's Morton. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And the defense drags him down. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped sometimes.
There he goes. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the tailback. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly out to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Fires on the move. Zips it out to his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Commodores will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Hammers ahead for a yard out from the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. Finally corralled at number 4. He picks up the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
Finds his big tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. You still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? Kick is in the air. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Wide receiver going in motion. Bringing the heat. Completed pass. It goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Crispin. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking for space. It's McKenzie. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Ash. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's McKenzie. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus, and they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in.
Looking for the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense.